Hey y'all, you ever like go buy something and say, yeah, I'm gonna do this, okay, and then you don't do it? So I bought these gigantic tea light molds. Oh God, I don't even know, probably a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know. But I bought these molds because I really like the fact that you could use. I'm on live. I'm on a live. I'm on a live. Um, Hey sis, I bought the molds, and what I really liked about them was that they were not dependent on using tins. You know, often when we're using candles for magic, we also want to divine the wax. We want to divine how the candle lights and how it behaves. Some people actually read flames. There are flame people who scry with flames. One of my best friends, Tiffany, reads with flames. And you can, especially if you're in deep meditation or trance and you're open to receiving messages. Now, another reason why I got these candle molds is because jar magic is the thing. Now y'all know how I feel about jar magic. I believe that all different magic spells have their place. I think that jar magic is for binding, controlling, and not always bad. So you've seen this proliferation. Did I spell that right? Did I pronounce that right? I'm tired. Proliferation of of jar magic. People on self-love jars, blah, 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 blah. I believe that you should be a vessel for your magic. However, when you gotta contain a bitch, and I don't care if this is for a blessing or a baneful reason. I know plenty of parents that have their children in sweetening jars and at the bottoms of sugar bowls and the like. You can use, the jar for whatever magic you wish. And I do enjoy a good char spell. I enjoy combining techniques like jar freezer spells and shit like that. And
of the box.
in Hoodoo 103, and I still post these classes. They're going to start again next week. I'm tired, y'all. I am at home for the first time before midnight since I returned from Haiti. And Mark has been busting his ass. And so Mark was like, he went through the molds while we were gone. And I'm going to show you some, and I want you to hi. Say hi. That's luscious. We are all hot messes. So look, I want you to explain the candles that you made. We've used my formulations, and he just came in today. He says, we're going to use these goddamn molds. And I said, okay, we're going to use these damn molds. So talk about the different assortment. We're making these candles in every single formulation I make. So whatever,
you wouldn't have to do them just for a jar.
Right.
Like if you wanted something that would
Right.
possibly burn quicker than a votive,
Right, and I don't know if the burn time is quicker than the votive. We need to do a time thing on them because they are a little bit more complicated to make just because of getting them out of the molds. They're just a little bit more than the votives. I think they're going to burn longer than the votives, quite frankly.
Honestly.
But understand this, and I put a disclaimer up on the website. When you're doing jar magic, you should be working that jar every night. Helena said, hi, she's a friend of mine. From Chi-Town. If you're working a jar, if you're working any type of vessel magic, you should have like a regimen when you're working that jar several times, I would say daily, at least for a period of 7 to 9 days. And so that means that, you may want...
Be like your last...
Right.
It would be like your last step. Like this is finally...
Well, it could be, or you're just going to have to buy multiples.
True.
You can't put a 7-day candle on top of a jar.
You know what? That's
But
true.
our pillars, I've put pillar candles on jars before. I've put skull candles. Those miniature skull candles are excellent on top of jars. So we have a small skull candle available on the website that you can put on top of the jars. But what I love about these, and this is Mark been making a dream come true and shit. I don't know if we have any more mason jars here. Isn't that sad? I think everything's at the store. Good luck finding one, unless you go in the basement. You don't want to go down there. Trust me, the kids. But which one is this, Mark? Is this Watch Over Me? So this is ancestor veneration. So this could go And this doesn't necessarily have to go in a jar. So you see we've got it wicked all the way through, and you see those herbs are all the way through. So when whatever you use this on, you will be able to do a candle divination. You'll be able to divine the herbs as well as the wax formation. And I prefer pillars and candles like this in comparison to candles like figural candles. It just depends on the magic. However, we are going to have some really cool ass figural candles coming out. They're out in the garage. I don't know what the hell Mark is doing. He's looking for something. I'm tired. I don't know what he went looking for, but in any case, he went looking for a mason jar. Good luck, bro. So this is Watch Over Me. So this could go also in a nice shallow, and you can see from the size of my hand how big they are. These can go in a shallow candle holder. It can go in on one of those flat candle holders if you're not using these for jar magic, but they're just giant tea lights, and like I said, they're not in metal, so you'll be able to read the candle. So this is Watch Over Me. This is Bitch Better Have My Money. So say you don't want to buy a double candle. Say you want to put the bitch in a jar to bind them until they pay you. That works too. And as you can see, the herbs are in the bottom, all through it, and fixed at the top. So these are prefixed candles. That doesn't mean you don't have to do the work, but, we've done some of the work for you. I believe these ones here are Addlebrained, which is confusion candles. So if you wanted to bind somebody, jar somebody, and confuse them, you could use Addlebrained. Which one is this? Is that... You got to smell that. That's undone.
Yes, this one.
So this is an uncursing candle. So necessarily.
No. This is extradite your ass.
Oh, this is extradite your ass.
Extradite your ass that you want me to do.
So this is great for banishment. So if you want to send somebody on their way. So they're like hockey pucks. I really enjoy them. And then there's Flawless.
No.
This not Flawless.
This is Acrite.
Definitely Acrite.
Watch Over Me.
I already said that
Addlebrained.
one. Addlebrained.
Shit, I done forgot too quick.
Extradite your ass.
Extradite your ass.
Bitch better have my money in the green.
Acrite. Yes.
Acrite.
I've had my medicine.
So, like I said, I haven't had my medicine either. A lot of us will put our children in sweetening jars. I am not objecting to doing work on your own kids. So you can see at the bottom of this candle, the herbs are all through it. So if you've got people that you need to act right, and you've got them in a jar for that, this is do as I say. So these are excellent for that purpose, jars or otherwise, okay? And then Mark dug into the vault of candle molds, and I don't know if you guys saw Rakia's large yellow one, but here's a cute little green Venus of Wildendorf, also seen as a fertility goddess. So the green, if I wanted my money to be fertile, or if I wanted my garden to be fertile, when I go out and I start my garden next year, I'm going to add my compost. I'm going to till the soil, and then I am going to speak to deities like in my religion, like Zaka, who is responsible for agriculture, and I can set a light of fertility for them. So this is one of our candles that we are be making, and be having that on the website as well. And these will come in fixed and unfixed versions. This one is an unfixed version, but I teach you in candle magic class how you can fix your own figural candles if they don't come fixed already. Now, this candle was green, and it's packed with broke no more. Am I correct, Mark?
Yes.
And then
the same green
as the Venus. So you're going to see on the inside of this candle, not only when it burns, you're going to see that it's going to be green, and you can see a little chip right here where see through from the color. And this is special candle wax paint. And so you can see here at the bottom that it's green on the inside. And so this is like a pot of gold. So if you want to do any type of working that involves, this is a cauldron, but this also reminds me of a pot of gold. So we're going to be offering cauldron candles, fixed and plain, in all of our formulations. And I don't know if this one is just simple black. It does not appear to be fixed. So this is an idea of what a plain, and you can see what size the candle is. I've got average size hands. These are pretty big fucking candles. Yeah, that's just the plain. I love this. I love this.
One that is
You
fixed and
can,
one that's not.
right, and you can carve sigils in these. So this is what Mark was doing in addition to cranking out all those damn orders while I was in Haiti. He was playing with the molds. So yes, the gold cauldron, isn't that just lovely? They love your work, Mark. They love your
And,
work.
So this is actually just type 1. I'm actually going to end up doing ones where it is green on the bottom with no gold. And then, because I used to make candles with my mama boy back in the day. So next time that we make these, if these sell, because we can improve. If they
Right,
sell,
right.
Don't sleep on them.
Right.
These are actually going to, the cauldron will be green, and then the top
Oh, yes.
is going to be whipped up.
Like
So it's gonna
gold,
look like foam,
of
or
gold
whatever.
spilling
And
out of
then
the candle.
I'm going to cover it in the gold, and the bottom won't be fixed. All the herbs and the fixed
Will be in
stuff
that-
on
in that-
top.
that
So
swirly
whenever
stuff.
You light it, all those herbs just
See, his ass talking about.
real down, all nice and sexy like. And it's just
Listen.
like, give me my money, bitch. Give me my money.
No, this is the thing. He told me he could whip wax. I got to see this shit. So, we
I
are
can
constantly,
whip anything.
I know you can. And we are constantly in research and development. Rakia would have been on tonight, talk about candles with you guys because she's going to have a class, but the baby's teething. And so she's not feeling so good. What is this fixed with?
Broken mom.
This is another candle that you can use. I'd put this motherfucker on a jar. I would put this on a jar. This hasn't been wicked yet,
No,
but
yeah,
this is broke no
the
more.
wick came out.
So we are going to, you can put that on a jar and let's demonstrate how these go. So yeah, it's probably gonna
And
take
it-
like one or two.
And it literally fits it's like a
Right-
perfect size
right
to fit
inside
inside the
of a
normal
mason
size.
jar.
So unless you get a wide mouth jar,
Right, you
then
get
it
a
won't matter,
right,
because no matter how
right.
big the jar is, it's the same
And that's
size.
going to seal pretty much immediately with one candle. But I would suggest if you're working a spell, I work a spell for 30 days. I work a spell from the new moon to the full moon. Or at least if I'm cursing, at least from the waning moon to the new moon,
What I
depending
would-
on what you're doing.
What I would do is I would do one day, and then once that one's done.
Right.
the
There's,
next one
oh,
on top,
yes.
and melt that and
Right.
just
Yeah.
layer
You're
that
just going to
shit
layer
on.
it. Yeah. You're
Bury
never
those
going to
bitches.
remove, right. You're never going to remove the wax that you've used to work these candles if you're using a jar. And then my container magic class teaches you this and more. You can either keep the jar, keep working. Say hi, Kia. It's Facebook Live. She's like, who's that?
Girl, I love them pants. They cute.
Those are her Christmas pajamas. So you can do all of those. There's no end to what you can do with candle magic. So like I said, the classes will be on the website tomorrow. And what other candles are we working on, Mark?
Well,
I want to paint that pentacle with the gold paint
Yes,
on the around the pentacle area.
so my plans here soon, we're going to start carrying same-sex, couple candles.
Yeah, did you find the mold yet?
I'm still looking for it. We're going to carry the same-sex ones.
We have an Afrocentric lovers candle that we're still working out, trying to get somebody to make the goddamn mold. We don't have nobody to make this mold. We gonna silicone it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to silicone it.
Oh, okay.
have to
We
have
just been
time
too
to
damn
do
busy,
it.
right? Yeah. So
We're going to do some pyramid ones. We're going to have like the chakras and stuff in there.
yes, and we're gonna have organites pretty soon.
Yes, we're gonna
As
have organized pretty soon. We're going to have astrological.
oh yes, let me talk about that really quickly. So the prodigal child, my youngest, the child who has been, witch adjacent, has now decided that she's going to pursue her love of astrology, and she is going to create a line of zodiac and astral and planetary oils. And oils and body butters she's starting with. We're working on the name, and you guys understand, I teach my kids you'll never be rich working for someone else. So she's actually really not feeling Barnes and Noble, and she's like, I'm about to get my hustle on. So she's learning how to do natal charts, Jay, who is Mark's boyfriend, also is learning how to hand do natal charts rather than to go on to the internet and generate a chart. They're learning how to do it the old-fashioned way. And I also have a friend who does wood burnings of your natal chart. So we'll be offering those services. Yeah. Oh, they were rusty. How did you get them? Soak them in Pepsi.
I just need to cut some shit up.
Right. You soak them in Pepsi first or Coke.
I'll clean the rust off for you.
Oh, yes. Thank you. Because they rusty as fuck.
Yeah, I got it. But
My hedge trimmers.
I'll bring these back.
That's fine. I ain't doing no fucking yard work till the vernal equinox. Fuck that. Right. And I ain't doing that shit until the vernal equinox.
Just warm out.
Man, motherfucker, I'm tired. It's still too cold. It's below 50. I ain't doing no goddamn yard work. But we get Rick here. We gonna christen the yard when we do our ritual. When we go and set up the garden again, we'll do some fertility goddesses and spread some green moss agate. Isn't she cute? So anyways, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. We're gonna be a full witch on this year. Yeah, this year we're gonna be growing all kinds of shit. Okay?
We're gonna be doing,
I got high
skull
John seeds.
container candles, too.
What type of container? What?
Skull container candles.
Oh, we're working. We're gonna make. We're gonna definitely get those from Misty, one of our candle makers, because there is no mold for the skull candles with the holes in them, and she sells them, and she's an artist, so we're just going to, for now, we can get those from her, because the ones on Amazon look like hell. I don't know what kind of mold these people be using. So yes, I have high John seeds. Shit. Damn it. A couple of years ago, I had high John seeds, and I was growing them wonderfully inside. When I went to start hardening them by putting them in the greenhouse, I had one of the little plastic greenhouses, and that bitch blew over, and I lost all my high John. So I'm going to start trying to grow it again. I'll have a whole damn high John field here. There was another thing we were talking about growing, but we were going to see if it grew in Zone 5. What was that thing we were talking about? I don't know. But I'm going to try to grow rue and hyssop.
I mean, we were talking about macadamia, not macadamia, fucking cashews. But that
Cashews,
that
yeah.
has nothing to do with that.
No, yeah, but they're just good.
Oh,
they taste great.
Beth root.
Beth root, was that really?
Whatever the one it was that people are buying it and they're saying that it is, but it's not the legit thing because whenever you
Jezebel root.
Jezebel root.
Well, we still trying to find the bulbs for that.
But
It's a specific, right? Well, we ain't found them bulbs yet. I got my folks in Louisiana. It's a specific version of the Louisiana iris that makes Jezebel root, and we're really trying. Yes, I don't know if I can find Abracamino seeds, but I do have a private stash of Abracamino. So the thing is, Andy, for real? Jesus. Anyways, I usually get my Abracamino from New York. The problem is Abracamino that's sold in the Botanicas in New York it's fresh. So if I order it and get it shipped, it already smells mildewish, even if it's next day. So I usually make it to New York City at least once or twice a year. I haven't done that. But I've got some contacts that I can probably get to pick some up. That's why we don't offer it for sale. However, it is in our Waymaker formulation because that is a traditional herb that goes into road opening formulations. And that is our road opening formulation. So anyways, I guess, I'm filming from home, so forgive the interruptions. But the link to purchase the new jar candles is on the website. And I will be posting this as a variation of the fertility candle that we already have. 9-inch pillar candles. We're going to start pouring our own rather than ordering them from.
And we're also going to be doing trans candles too, and
right, all that stuff. Right, we already have pride candles. Right.
I got the thing
So yeah, there'll be candles that will be made from the child's formulations for the astrological, planetary stuff, zodiac stuff. Those candles will be expanded. We are expanding our wholesale operation. So if you own a conjure store and you would like to have any of our products and formulations, Mark is going to keep making more wands. Rakia is going to keep making more fixed candles. We're just making it happen. So
You're coming out with your own astrological line.
no, I'm not. I'm giving it all to the child.
you are? Okay.
Because I don't want to. Because I figured if she's going to go ahead and make the body butters,
might as well.
she might as well make the oils and everything else.
Might as well.
Because it'd be the same formulation. So, yes. So, thank you. I'm getting ready to do something with this hair, y'all. Because I just got a Y membership. And I have a swimming cap for locks. For real. He don't know how to whisper, y'all. He sounds like Marge Simpson's sisters worse than I do. But in any case, I'm cutting my hair because I got a swimming cap for locks, but I don't think it's big enough because there's mad ass swimming pools at the new Y, and I went and signed the family up today, including my partner Mark. My partner.
Yes.
Just because they're your partner don't mean you gotta be fucking them, right? Right.
Exactly.
I'm like, Mark is the perfect boyfriend. We just don't have sex. Okay. So, anyways, it's time for medication. All right. You guys have a wonderful evening. I'm going to go get my mood stabilizer. And I'm happy to be back. I had an amazing spellbound. I don't even know how you describe my trip to Haiti. That was woo. And the best thing about it, yes, the best thing about it was getting to spend some real time with my mambo. She made some fish, y'all. She was like stewed fish, and I'm like stewed, and that just, I guess, made in the pot on the stove, not fried. I ate that fish, y'all, and I said that I was never coming home. I said, I'm going to do that call like, oh boy, on Harlem Nights. Be like, tell your mama I ain't never coming home. Because that's how good my mambo's fish was. And just had so many amazing, delicious things, and participated in ceremonies almost every night. And really, I got to go to the Dominican Republic for 2 nights. And just really, really just, getting closer to spirit. And spending time with my spiritual family and learning ritual and learning different things that I need to know as a Mambo Supuen in my house. So, yeah, it was a great time. So anyways, one of these days I'm going to blog about it. Want to hear about it? Here we go. One of these days. All right, y'all. Love, peace, Afro Grease. Stay black. Bye.